And he's like, he scrolls the screen of everybody. And I'm like, man, I want to be in that league. Man, I'm in a league, and I'm like, all right, guys, it's we pay money to be in. I'm like, come on, pay up. Everybody pays up.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, good job, everybody. Everybody's paid up. Everybody ready to rock? Let's kick some butt. Let's have some fun. Let's get together. Whoever wants to come
That's the fun.
Everybody who wants to draft live, crickets.
Damn, really?
All the way up until like an hour or two before the draft. We getting together? One guy. Just one guy. We're getting together. You got that one guy. We getting together, guy?
Hey,
I got a league that I'm in right now that I've been I was wanting to get in for years, and they finally invited me like 2 years ago because they get together, they cater it, they'll show up in suits and like have stickers made with their team logo. They put out press releases just for fun.
Timmy Hill's over there. You're doing all that. Timmy Hill and his guys are all dressed up, and I got the end of the draft. I got one guy that texts, "Love my team."
That's it.
That's it.
Of all your
that
leagues,
was all of the interaction post-draft.
Wait. Of all your leagues, how many leagues you in?
One.
Just one.
This one's been around for years.
Yeah. Hey, are you the commissioner, Matthew, of your league? Of this Dirty Mofos league?
The Dirty Mofos, yeah.
See, no offense. I don't mean this offensively, but
ahead.
I would say that also would be that would be maddening if you were the commissioner of the fantasy football league.
Why?
Because I mean, of all your great traits, organization isn't the best.
Oh, God dang.
Oh, my Lord.
The fact that you were surprised by that baffles me, actually.
This is good content.
Welcome to the live roast of Matthew Gilder.
Organization
Okay,
isn't
so we had one that had a typo. We had to reread it.
That was not my typo, but I'll take the blame for
Well,
it.
I mean,
you
if you're
should
going
prove
to
it.
take credit for it, then
Yeah.
it's at least you get. I mean, if you're going to use it as a reason why you are the most
On
organized
today,
person
the
in the
most
room.
efficient day we've had all year. You're going to bring that
This is. I'll just use this as an example.
until now.
You went around bragging that you have a filing cabinet. You went around an office area
No, I didn't
bragging, showing everybody. Guess what,
did?
everybody? I have a filing cabinet now.
No, I was just happy.
Oh, yeah, we're live.
Oh, we're live. Yeah, this
I was
is
just happy about my file
We've
cabinet.
been
I
live.
know, but that ought to tell you before.
I was so happy.
Before your filing cabinet, everybody
just boxes.
has a
It was
filing
awful.
cabinet.
Yeah.
You didn't.
No, it sucked not having a file cabinet.
So what did you use to file your stuff?
Oh, I've got these all like folders in there.
No,
and
yeah,
I'm-
we've seen them. They're all over your desk. I mean,
no,
like,
no, no.
He used the
And, like,
floor.
in the floor.
The floor was
I
his
used to
old
be the
filing
floor.
cabinet.
It used to be just boxes, but now I've got these little like binder things, and it's like I got tracks kind of and seasons. It's cool.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Organization of the year right there. All right.
Anyway.
Mike and Matthew are having a little argument over.
No, it's fun. I've played with it.
No. It is fun.
And by the way, this should go for the podcast.
Yeah, it
oh
should.
God,
Anyways, you guys guessed that you're witnessing the usual banner that we have in this this room. We have a lot of fun giving each other a hard time, but this is the Ask Junior part of the show on the YouTube Dirty Mo Media handle, and all this brought to you by Xfinity, a proud premier partner of NASCAR. We love everything they do, not just for this podcast. But I'm particularly amazed at their commitment to the sport in the Xfinity Series. You know, they've been a part of many, many different things in this sport over the years. But heck, they sponsor an entire series. So you got to appreciate those types of partnerships and partners in this sport that keep us going. Thank you, Xfinity. You guys have put questions in at their Twitter handle, Xfinity Racing, and so Leah's going to go through those. Everybody knows the drill. Take it away, Leah.
First question from Jake Wilson. Are you looking forward to racing against Josh Berry this weekend in the Xfinity race at Richmond?
Oh, man, I didn't even know that. I haven't even thought like who I'm racing against. I've been waiting on the lineup to come out so I can see where we're going to start. So, yeah, Josh is in the race? I didn't even know he's in the race.
He is.
Is he?
I think he's in,
Driving somebody else's car?
yeah, Jordan Anderson.
Oh, great. Yeah.
wow.
Okay, perfect. I didn't even know that.
Have you raced against Josh before?
Don't think we've raced each other. So, I think that this is crazy. You guys think I know everything around here, but I think JR Motorsports is going to have 5 cars, And so Sam's going to be out there. I'm going to be. It's going to be full plate.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it. I didn't know Josh would be in the race, so that will be fun to go out there and compete with him. And I'm sure he's going to do great. He has ran there before, so he's got a little track time at that racetrack. So a lot of these places he goes to is the first time he's seen them. I'm a little nervous. Watched some tape last night, and we're going to have a competition meeting here in a bit, and just getting prepared, getting ready for it, man. Taking it serious, buckling down.
Next question from Andrew Shook. With all the technology and spotters today, how much do drivers pay attention to the flagman?
That's a great question. I think the only time I really paid much attention to the flagman was when they're waving. When the spotter or whoever's telling you how many laps to go in the race, when you're coming to get the white, but you look just he's going to be waving this white flag, right? Or the checkered flag, right? So you look. I don't think I look at all when there's a green flag.
Wow.
Yeah. So we used to. Like, spotters have developed into having this major, when I first started racing, we went when the green flag was coming out, you either went when the car in front of you went, or you watched the flag man, and you were going to go when he moved his arm, right? You did all those things. The spotter wasn't saying, all right, man, all right, he's rolling, go, 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 go. The spotter didn't do that in 1997, 98, 99. That really didn't start till some might have been doing it. I don't know, but it's amazing, to be honest with you, how spotters have changed and how they've progressed in the content and the things they say and what their role is and what they're responsible for. And so when I started my career, I looked at the flag man when he was getting ready to drop the green flag and anticipating the start, watching the car around me, in front of me. And now, we do listen to the spotter a lot and never even think to look at the flag man. The flag man, his role, while the spotter's role has grown, the flag man's role and who's really paying attention to the flag man and what he's doing has shrunk a little bit. I never even thought about it till this question, but wow. Yeah, I think we should have a flag man. That does bring up a conversation of, is a flag man necessary, right? Do you could you have something automated up there, right? Could you have a big old screen that turns green or whatever, right? That stuff's coming down the road. There'll be a day where somebody's going to think that that's a better idea.
Boo.
But for me, you got to have the traditional flag man out there waving the flag.
What series thought the flag man should still belong on the actual racing service a few weeks ago?
24 Hours Le Mans.
Is that what it was?
The flagman was
and he
almost
almost got
struck
ran over?
Yeah.
Crazy.
I was in the stands in
cool.
Darlington on Saturday, and I
So
didn't
cool.
realize
Wait,
how
cool.
much the flagman
Nothing cool about that.
he's flagging a lot. He's got all different kinds of flags and
Move over flag.
and and I never realized that you don't see that on TV.
I will
right?
say that the move over flag, while not as prevalent and used as much as it used to be in the past, the flag man, the black flag, he still has a role where there's moments in the race that he is telling you, this is what you're supposed to be doing in this moment. And so, there's still some moments in the race and instances where the flag man's critical to what's happening. So it's not really official. If you're getting black flag and you got to come down and serve a penalty, a pass through or something, not really official until you get the black flag, right? Until you see the guy waving it and you cross under the finish line. Because we'll hear it on the radio. They'll be like, oh, man, they're black flagging us. And you're like,
Nope.
well, no way, tell them that's not right. Tell them
right.
not to. And you're arguing, and it's not official until you cross that finish line. Oh, he got me. It's like you're tagged. You're it. You know what I mean?
That's funny.
Yeah. So there's that.
I want to tell him a quick story. It's quick. the first time I ever put a radio on my head at a race was not in a NASCAR race. It was at Birmingham International Raceway, and I was in high school, and we were on the hauler of Jody Ridley.
Nice.
And so I have Jody Ridley's radio. And again, this is at BIR. And so I'm hearing a spotter for the first time, and it's his son. And this is how his son called the green flag. Ready, ready, ready. Fire, daddy, fire, 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 daddy, go, 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 fire, 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 daddy, daddy, go, daddy. And I'm like, oh, so that's how spotters call a green flag. Fast forward to when I get into NASCAR as a career, and I put a headset. I'm thinking, oh, man, if that was exciting for BIR, I can't wait to hear how the professionals do it. And they're like, ready, green flag. And I'm like, wow, that's a letdown. I thought spotters were supposed to get them fired up. So, and now I realize, no, you shut up. Yeah. We can handle the start now.
If everybody wants to give TJ a hard time, his first job as a spotter was at Dover for Matt Kenseth. Matt's spotter had an illness or a family issue and had to go home, and right in the last minute, they're looking for somebody. And I don't know how we did it, but I convinced them to let TJ do the spotting. And so maybe possibly TJ had spotted for me at some of the road courses as our second or third spotter at Indy or something like that. And so he had some experience, so Matt Kenseth's going to be, get spotting from TJ in the Xfinity race. And so TJ is on the radio. They're coming around turn 4, getting ready to start the race. And so TJ's like, all right, get ready, get ready, get ready, get ready. And when the flagman waves the green, TJ's like, green, 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 green. And he kept saying the word green until Matt exited turn 2. Oh, my gosh. Green, 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 green.
That's literally.
I could just see Matt too.
That is half the track because he's calling it coming out of 4, right?
Y'all can. I was there listening.
You wish there was an in-car on Matt.
Well, I'll never let him forget it.
That was the last time he spotted for Matt, too.
Is TJ spotting for you this weekend? That was a question.
TJ is spotting for us this weekend. Thanks to, I need to make sure that we give a special thanks to Penske, Roger Penske. Every year that I've ran a race, they've allowed TJ to come over and spot for me. I know how, protective these teams are of just their people, their information, and so that and we've reached out to Roger in the past just directly, like to ask him. So it's been kind of cool because it's really the first line of communication I ever had with the legend Roger Penske. But was to ask him to let TJ spot for me. But so thank you to Penske and everybody there that's involved in all those decisions to help allow TJ to do it because they could just say no.
Next question from Kyle Rutledge. Do teams buy their tires each week or prepay at the beginning of the year? What happens if they have leftover tires after a race? You don't know this? No. What happens to the leftover tires?
I never had to know. Last time I bought a set of tires was at a late model race, and I got 4 because that's all I needed. And we didn't have any leftovers. So, and they were $100 a piece, man. $400 for a set of tires to go race a late model stock car at the beach.
You use them up.
Oh yeah. I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't know what the deal is. They bring enough. I think this past weekend there was 2,000 or something, some crazy number of tires that they brought to the racetrack just for the Cup Series. Something silly, some crazy number.
That seems crazy.
Yeah.
All right, next.
Or maybe it was for all 3 series. I don't know, but.
Next question from Cuz Strickland. Do you watch any car restoration shows on TV?
Yeah, actually, I mean, who doesn't, right? I do watch car. I have gotten into. Everybody kind of knows that I piddle a little bit with restoration, and I'm working on this Nova wagon. That's a big old rust bucket, so I'm having a lot of fun patching all the rust and fixing that up, and not really knowing whether I'm, making a headway on it or not. It might just I may end up putting it together and it just rusting right back out. But I do watch a lot of. I watch a lot of restoration, and I also watch a lot of YouTube. Literally, if I need to know anything, how to do anything, I go right to YouTube. Isn't that crazy?
I love it.
When YouTube came like 5 years ago, I'm like, why does everybody love YouTube so much? Why is everybody watching that? Right?
Man, it's addicting.
Now it's like I hardly even like when I sit down to have lunch, I got my iPad and I'll set it up and just start watching YouTube videos while I eat.
I do too.
It's awesome. But anytime I need to know anything, I'm either Googling it or I'm looking up the video on YouTube. So to patch the rust in this Nova, like I watched a bunch of videos on guys cutting the floor pans out of these cars and welding them back in. And I'm like, all right. I mean, even though I probably already knew all the steps, I just want to watch someone do it, right, before I go do it. And just to go, oh, yeah, okay, that's how I would, all right, I'm not missing nothing. Or maybe there's an application or something, the treatment or something that you can do or help the process. So, yeah, I've watched any kind of like home renovation or a home project or fixing a particular part, right? Man, YouTube's got it. And so I watch a lot of that, probably more so than your regular television, renovation stuff. I'm also oddly interested in home renovation, and I know we did the show, and that's probably why we did that Key West house where we had a renovation show. But watching somebody sort of renovate a house, an old house, is kind of fun because it's pretty amazing the shape some of these houses are in and how they're able to turn them around.
All right, one more question from Zachary Johns. Do you know where your dad's pink K2 car is? Been some rumors online this week about it.
No clue. I saw the rumors online as well about this pink K2 car, that it still exists out there. I find that super hard to believe that it would still be around anywhere. And if somebody were to even claim any car was that original car, I'd have a hard time buying it. I mean, there'd have to be some obvious physical evidence from photographs that you'd be able to sort of link up and line up. But my goodness, if that car's out there, it'd be, I don't even know, would it be a big deal, right? I mean, it'd be cool at first to know it was there, but Dad, I don't know, he ran that car once or 6 times or 100 times. I don't know. How many times did he race that car? And it belonged to someone else, and it wasn't really his or Ralph's. And but it's people. If somebody finds it, that'd be cool.
All right, that's all for today, guys.
Hey, man, a lot of great questions today on the podcast. I might have said this on the front end of Ask Junior. We got Jade Gersh coming in here. Jade Gersh. All right, he was my PR guy from the Bud days. They paired me up with Jade when I was a rookie. He worked for Bud. And he was responsible to make sure I was where I was supposed to be at all times. Appearances, practices, whatever. He was there. And boy, did I need him, because I would have never made it. And he's got a lot of stories.
Some of you didn't make it.
Some I still didn't make it, even with Jade's insistence that I needed to be going certain places. Jade hired Mike.
He's like, enough of this. You deal with it.
Yeah.
Is what he said.
Jade hired Mike to his company so that Jade could get some weekends off, and that's how I met Mike. And I ended up hiring Mike from Jade. But we wrote a book together called Driver Number 8 from our rookie year. Jade wrote that book. And so he's wrote another book about my career in the red, I think is the name of it.
That's right.
And so anyhow, Jade and me go way back, and I can't wait to talk some old stories. It's going to be incredible. The thing about it is in this episode with Jade, Mike and me both have a history with him, so it's going to be pretty fun reliving some of the stories that I don't even remember that Mike does. So tell your friends. Jade Gersh is going to be one of my favorite podcasts, I think, of this year. And hope you guys enjoyed it. Ask Junior, presented by Xfinity, has come to an end. It's always over too fast, Mike.
But remember to keep those Xfinity, let me start over, even though we're live. Remember to keep the questions coming to @Xfinity Racing on Twitter. That's where Leah goes to find these questions. And she also looks at your comments during this live stream. So go there and keep it coming, because there were some great questions today.
That's true. And if you're interested in Xfinity service, their Xfinity X5 is fast. It's reliable. I use it. They didn't even know So, I mean, does this matter? I don't even know if this matters, but I needed a house. I sold a vacation home and got another one that's driving distance, right? And so I needed internet there, and so I went with Xfinity, and so I got their Xfinity XFi, and so I'm a paying customer, and I love it. And if you got security cameras or maybe you got some baby monitors or anything, whatever that you may be running on your internet, you know that you need that to stay up. And you hate it when it goes down. And so I have had this service for a year and a half and had not one day, not one outage, not one drop. We've been out of town. Everything's working. Security's working. Anything routed to that, anything routed to the internet there has never went out. So that's important to me, especially with 2 kids in the house, needing to know what's going on with them while they're sleeping and so forth. So just can't say enough about Xfinity XFi. It's great stuff, and I've owned several different brands and several different services in my life, but it's pretty dependable. So thanks for Xfinity and everything they do for NASCAR. They're a proud premier partner of NASCAR and a great partner of this show. We'll see y'all later. Have a great week. Remember, Dale Jr. Download Thursday, 6 p.m. on NBCSN. Jake Gersh, going to be a fun one. And Richmond this weekend, I'll be driving the Xfinity race, doubleheader Saturday morning. It's like 2 o'clock. I think green flag's at like 2:30 or something like that. So the Xfinity race, middle of the day, should be hot and slick. We'll be moving around, hopefully running up the racetrack a little bit. And then I'm going to be in the booth that night for the Cup race. So it's a long day for me.